Hello everybody, my name is Kate Olaf. Welcome to my channel, and in today's video we are going to be discussing what the Sahuarita real estate market has in store for 2023. Now, before we get started, I'm actually going to take data from March of 2023 to basically just inform everyone who's watching of what the Sahuarita market is currently doing. I have a ton of conversations every single day with people that live here or live around here, and I constantly hear stuff that is just simply not true. So I wanted to make this video to pretty much just update you on the factual data of what is currently happening in the real estate market, specifically for Sahuarita. So let's dive in. Again, this is data pulled from March of 2023. So we're in the middle of April, so this is subject to change, but this is pretty much what we've been seeing all of the beginning of this year. So first and foremost, we have median sales price. So in March of 2023, the median sales price in Sahuarita was $345,000. Yes, that is quite a bit of money. Now, I'm going to explain further of why I think that price is going to be staying at that price or even growing, but we'll get into that a little bit later. But as of right now, the median sales price is $345,000 here in Sahuarita. Now, in new listings, these are new listings that have been coming on the market. We currently sit at 919 new listings. Now, to give you some perspective, as of March 2022, so a year ago, there was 972 new listings. So we're seeing a little bit of a decline when it comes to new listings coming to the market, aka supply. So what this tells me is that if you are a buyer, then you have less options when it comes to actually purchasing a home. And if you're a seller, you're actually in a better spot because you're competing with less homes than you were a year ago. For our next category, we're going over pending sales. Now, these are sales that are currently under contract and scheduled to close. So as of March 2023, we had 713 pending home sales. And to give you some perspective, in March of 2022, we had 892. So very substantial decrease in pending sales compared to a year ago. And again, what this tells me is that we are seeing less activity in the market overall. Less people are selling and less people are buying. The crazy thing about though is that it's not necessarily affecting price, which again, I will get into later in the video. And as far as days on market, this is a very interesting thing to take note of if you are in the market to buy or sell. So the days on market, meaning this is how long it takes a property to get under contract, okay? For March 2023 was 15 days. Okay, that's a little over 2 weeks, basically 2 weeks. That's pretty quick for an average. In March of 2022, it was 6 days, so 1 day less than a week was it taking for any home in Sahuarita at that time to get under contract to sell. Now, it's only at 15 days, which is pretty quick compared to 6 days last year, it's much longer, but in retrospect, for just being in the real estate industry, that's actually pretty quick. Typically, in any average market, it's gonna be 30 days to a month and a half. 15 days, that's only 2 weeks that we're seeing for a house to get under contract. So still very quick. Another cool metric is that I went back for the past 5 years, and that in Sahuarita, the average days on market for the past 5 years was about 17 to 20 days. Okay, so Sahuarita is a little bit of a hotter market, I think, in retrospect to other markets around the country, just because we have it's growing pretty rapidly and we have a big influx of people that want to move here. So for the past 2 years, it's about 17 to 20. So we are coming up to the average in regards to March 2023 at 15. We are reaching that average of about 17 to 20 days on market for any home that's active for sale. And for one of the last metrics, we're looking at month supply, which if you're not familiar, month supply just basically means that it's how many months it takes for all of the current inventory to sell if the homes were selling at the consistent pace that they're selling at. So as we just went over, the average right now is 15 days. So if no other houses came on the market as of tomorrow, it would take 2.2 months for everything that's currently on the market to sell in Sahuarita. Now, to give you some perspective, last year, March of 2022, the month supply was 1 month. So we've actually doubled when it comes to kind of that lull in the market and the pace of the market. It's definitely slowed quite a bit. But again, the days on market is still 15. So homes are moving fairly quickly in regards to how soon they're getting under contract. And I'll give a quick story. I have a buyer right now who we got them under contract on a home here in Sahuarita, and they actually competed with 5 other offers. One was cash, okay, and the house was only on the market for a day. Okay, so we gave the sellers 48 hours to respond. By the time they responded, there was 5 other offers, 1 was cash, and we beat them out. But that just goes to show, depending on the property here in Sahuarita, it is still very hot, very competitive. And something to take note of is that as we head into these summer months, historically, which are some of the hottest months in the real estate market, sometimes anywhere upwards of 40 to 50% hotter, just as far as activity goes. It's going to be very interesting to see how competitive it starts getting during the summer months. The last metric that we're going to look at is price per square foot. And this is probably the most interesting metric that I pulled for me personally to know. So as of now, the median price per square foot for any home in Sahuarita is $183. Now, this again takes into consideration 2 stories, 1 stories, new builds, all this stuff. It's pulling all this data. So that's just a very general metric, but it's important to know. I know that for Rancho Sahuarita specifically, if you're in a 1-story, you're looking at anywhere between the high 180s to 190s to even, lower 200s. And for any 2-story, you're looking at the 150 to 160 range price per square foot. I just know that for Rancho Sahuarita specifically, but again, in Sahuarita as a whole, March of 2023, it was $183 per square foot. Now, for March of 2022, it was $162 per square foot. And if I could show you the graph, it literally looked like, or let's go this way, it literally looked like it started here and it's just been on a very consistent climb. It hasn't gone down. It has not gone down. So is pricing gonna be going down, and are we gonna see a huge crash? The simple answer, in my professional opinion, is no. Like I mentioned, we just had that situation a couple weeks ago where this client was competing with 5 other offers, 1 was cash. When we look at the new listings that are coming to the market, we have substantially less than we did last year, which tells me that as far as supply goes, there's not enough supply for the demand that is there. Because days on market is 15, okay, that's still below the average of the past 5 years in Sahuarita. So that tells me there's still a lot of buyer activity compared to the average. And the new listings and pending sales is down because there's not enough listings coming to the market for the buyers to buy. So in the future, especially coming into the summer months, I do not see prices going down. The supply is just not enough, and there is too much demand. Again, real estate is very simple: supply and demand, supply and demand. And looking at these metrics in regards to March of 2023, I do not see it happening. So if you are in the market to buy or sell your home and take advantage of the current market, I would love to represent you. I am local here to Sahuarita specifically, and I would be honored to help. Feel free to either comment on this video, or you could send, all my contact info will be in the bio, so you could just send me a personal message or email me in regards to that. If you guys like this video and you would like to see more like it, please consider subscribing to my channel, liking this video, and commenting down below, as it will share it with more people who can actually use this data to help them make better informed decisions, and that's the whole goal of all of this. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, my name is Kate Olaf, and I will see you in the next one.